Hey guys, welcome back to our Ford Fusion project. So we received our carpet today that we ordered from RockAuto.com. This carpet is actually made in the USA and it's manufactured by ACC, which is Auto Custom Carpeting. And we're going to spend a little time talking about different aspects of the carpet and what we liked about it, what we didn't, and if we're actually going to keep it and install it. So I'm going to turn it over to Bozy here to kind of take you through the ordering process and decision making.
So we decided that we were going to replace the carpet in the Fusion just because it was soaked and it could possibly be cleaned, but the combination of chemicals used to clean it could fade it. There was just a lot of work. So we ended up going to RockAuto and found a few different options for carpet. So for the Fusion, RockAuto offers about 3 different kinds of carpet. They have a basic vinyl carpet, which you might see like in police or fleet vehicles. They have a basic cut pile, and then their premium cut pile, which is what we picked up. So the premium cut pile with shipping and the usual promo codes you can find ended up being about 160 shipped. So it was a decent deal and way less than buying a new OEM carpet. We ordered it just a few days ago. It shipped quickly from RockAuto, and tonight we finished up a couple more trim pieces that we needed to put back inside, and we're getting ready to put this in. And then we saw just a few issues. So we're gonna go over it here shortly and let you know what we think, what we liked and what we didn't like, and what we ultimately decided to do. So we got our box open here, and we're gonna show you a few of the things that come contained inside the kit and how it's set up. So first of all, we have a set of instructions, and basically these instructions have a few distinct details about what needs to be done. So since this product doesn't come cut exact size, but it comes oversized, and it comes molded but folded, so it needs some work. So the first portion of the instructions is to remove the old carpet from the car, which we've already done, and to remove the product from the box and lay it flat so you can massage the contours. So we're going to do that portion now. So as you can see here, it comes very, very folded, and these two pieces that are sitting beside each other are actually the same piece. So you can see how oversized this piece is, and we've already massaged this a bit, attempting to get it to fit, but you can see that there's still many spots that could use some work. So the second portion of it is, once this is massaged, to leave it out. So we left this out for a while, and it's okay, but not the greatest. So the biggest part of it is not the actual shape, which we may have worked out, but that there's some components that don't really match, such as the OEM looping system. There's nothing of that type on here. So this would have to be cut, or that would have to be transferred. And the dead pedal cover is not present here. Of course, the floor mat loops aren't present, but we figured out how to remove those. The second part of it is the actual backing. So that's something else that's in the box, which on the webpage is described as premium mass backing, which this looks pretty decent, but it's kind of a universal piece. So it's not really molded to be the same size as the original stuff. So it's just kind of either lay it in there or use some adhesive to put it on. Other than that, there's really not much in the box. And as far as the instructions go, the next piece is basically says to get a blade and just start cutting to try and match it up to the original piece. And since our original piece isn't really clean, we didn't want to put it on here. And there was one last reason that kind of pushed our decision away from all the additional work into another direction, which was the material. And Boyan's going to come in here and show you guys the difference in the materials and tell you what we think.
So one of the things that we considered when we received this product and actually compared it to the original was, how does the carpet feel? And we noticed that the pile of the new versus the old was quite a bit different. If we take a look at the original carpet here, and you actually take a look at the pile, it's what you expect from an OEM type of finish. It's very dense and rigid in terms that you wouldn't expect it to fray. And this type of pile is something that you would expect to clean easy. So if you took a shop vac and went to work on cleaning this type of carpet, it would usually be doable. So let's take a look at ACC's carpet, and it's quite a bit different than the original. So for comparison's sake, you can see here it's actually much thicker. So you automatically expect it to be better, but I don't think that's the case here. When they actually put these fibers in, it seems as though they're spaced. You can see here they're spaced out way more than the original, leaving this sort of shag 1970s feel that I don't think any of us want to have in our cars unless you're rolling down in a in a vintage 1970s car. But it seems as though you can see already that some of the fibers are coming off. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's not a good sign to me. Yeah, there's going to be some shedding going on, but I feel like it's going out of the box. But I feel like this is something that's going to be a ongoing occurrence, and it's not something we want to deal with. Plus upkeep, right? When you have a carpet like this, everything sticks to it. You can see already, even just coming out of the box, you can see all these little pieces that are stuck to the fibers, and it just makes it much more difficult to vacuum it up and upkeep it. So that's a little bit of the comparison. The backing is actually very, very nice on the ACC. As you can see here, great quality. But on the other hand, I think it also plays against the ease of molding this to the original shape that you want it to be. So we considered a couple different things in terms of if we wanted to keep the ACC carpet or not. That's the quality in terms of the pile and the feel of the carpet, which we kind of talked about and compared. The fitment itself, the actual size, how much modification or we're going to have to spend, how much time we're going to have to spend in modifying this carpet to be able to fit the Ford Fusion behind us, and kind of upkeep and maintenance in the future. So we've decided to send it back.
So we're gonna go ahead and pack all this up, roll it back up as it came, ship it back to RockAuto, and I believe we're gonna go ahead and go for an OEM solution. So we're still not gonna reuse these, but luckily we found some brand new OEM Ford carpets on eBay for basically the same price as we paid for these. Unfortunately, we didn't find them earlier, so we had to go through this bit of process, but at least we had an experience of how this carpet fits and what to expect for future projects.
So while we wait for the new carpet to arrive, we're going to continue working on the project. There's a few interior pieces.
Just a few small trim pieces that we can still put in, but the bulk of the parts go above the carpet, so the center console still stays out, and all the trim for the pillars and the sills, they still stay out until we get the carpet in. So unfortunately we won't be able to do much in there, but we'll be continuing to work on a few other things. We're going to do an engine bay inspection, an underbody inspection, and a few more pieces of cleaning, and we'll be back with you guys very soon with another video on the project, and much more to come.
Stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.